Yo, how's it going? So here's the deal. Another windy day, of course. It's pretty breezy, so not a lot of offshore fishing for us today. Maybe if you're in a 42-foot, something, then maybe. But there's no sense going out there and taking an absolute beat. And you can tell that it's been really bad out here lately for the last, and we're all complaining about it for weeks. And I don't know if you can hear the wind now. It's kind of at my face. I got a little wind mic on. But even in the bay, it's been unusually crazy wind off and on. And look at this. I just want to show you this just to illustrate a point. This is the bay. And for whatever happened here, it is definitely not pretty. And it's a pretty big boat. And it looks like it's met its demise right there. I want to stay away from it because I don't know if it's got any nets out or whatever, but it's looking pretty bad. We may come out and snorkel this on a different day, but it's got its cabin on it. Looked like a pretty sweet boat, and of course don't know what happened to it, but it's definitely kaput. And we're seeing a lot of that, even in Lake Surprise. We're seeing a lot of boats either trying to take cover in Lake Surprise, or again, just looking like that boat there, just messed up and sunk. So pretty bad. So we're gonna, I'm just doing like a little, just routine, just driving around the bay today, checking out my GPS. Want to make sure, I put in a through hole GPS recently. Whoa, a high and a low, and I also kept my my original transducer. That has a three-way split on it, so it's got side scan, it's got down scan, and then it's got regular scan, of course. So I wanted to make sure that I had both of those working. So I've got the high, and then I've got that working. I've also put in a low through-hole transducer for when we go out beyond 600, 700, 800 feet, and eventually when we start doing some sword fishing or just really some deep offshore fishing. But I've disconnected that one because my Simrite could only run 2 transducers at the same time right now without that magic box that costs an arm and a leg. So all I have to do is just take one out and then put it back in, and I can use them both. A little bit of an inconvenience, but nothing crazy. So just out here, just kind of running the engines, making sure everything's ready for our next offshore trip. Follow us. I think you'll find this video interesting, and we should have a good time doing it. Alright, so it's kind of windy like we said, but you know what, here's the real deal. We could probably do a little patch reef fishing, so we're going to make that happen. We're going to try to see what happens with that. And as you can see, it's pretty choppy behind me. There's a lot of whitecaps. We're only in about 12 feet of water, but I got some nice patches around me. And I'm thinking, hey, maybe, just maybe, there's a nice big mutton or maybe a hogfish, but at least it'll be some kind of action. So follow me. We're going to rig up with just some shrimp and a small jig. I'll show you that in a second. Actually, here it is right here. There's a little jig right there. And a shrimp. And then we're going to just toss it up behind us. There's some nice rocks behind us. So, all right, we'll see what goes on. All right, there's our first fish. Hooray. Little shrimp action, finally. Of course, a little short, but hey, what the heck. All right, we'll take them. We'll take them. We'll also let them go. Easily. All right, bye-bye. There you go. Oh, I think we got bait. All right, so we got a little grunt here, and that grunt is going to become the bait. There we go. Ah, little snapper. Getting these little guys. Nice little guy. He's going back, real colorful, beautiful color fish. A lot of fun on the patch reefs, just catching stuff. And then you never know. We've caught some really big mutton snappers out here on patch reef day when it's just too rough to get offshore. Whoa! It's like a little tiny fish. He's kicking my butt. Look at this little yellowtail. So this is what patch reef fishing is all about. I mean, it's just fun. It'll give you a day of fishing and a day of catching. And sometimes there's surprises. I mean, You just never know when you're going to pick up a monster mutton, or you wandered in off the big water to come into like, 8, 9, 10 feet of water. But I'm just sitting here just having a great time, just catching a big variety of fish. So far I got mutton snapper, nice one. Man, every single time. There's a tiny mangrove snapper. Look at this. So I'm in the nursery right now, but you never know when the big boys will move in. In the meantime, I've got a grunt that's out on a big rod, just in case, and then you never know what's going to happen with that. So basically, here's what we're doing. Just a really small little jig and just a piece of shrimp. And I would be willing to bet if I had squid today, I'd be now the same thing. We're just banging and banging and banging with that. But a lot of fun. Every time you drop down, it's really, really great for kids, because this isn't fishing, this is catching. And the squid, if you use squid, that'll stay on forever. Oh, bingo. Well, this one's a little nicer on this light rod. Looks like it's a nice little yellow tail. Trying to be, oh no it isn't, it's a yellow eye, look at that, there we go. Yellow eye grunt, nice, really nice, look at that, he'd be great for a sandwich. So the variety is incredible. So I'm going to drop him on the ground, give him a brain damage before I throw him back. Two. That's 2. And 3. Oh man, this guy does not want to go. Come on, Bubba. So there we go. Little Jack. He's got to go back. Jack's got to go back. Go. I used to have a little rag. What happened to my rag? So what started off as a really kind of a slow day is really kind of happening now. It's been kind of cool. So they just kind of turned on. A lot of little fish, a lot of small stuff, but listen, on light tackle, a lot of fun. Ooh, tiny one. So this is a Gulf. It's almost the same size as a pinfish, but it's a tiny one, which I might keep. The trouble is, I don't want to put him in with my shrimp, because he'll wind up eating all the shrimp. So I am going to let him back. There we go. Just a little grunt. I'm waiting on that big rod back there to see if I get whacked with that one. For those of you who are familiar with the channel and who are familiar with my fishing style, you're aware that I love, jigging. I like all kinds of fishing, but I especially like jigging, and you guys know that. And as a result of that, I have really become proficient in my rock catching capabilities. I have caught all sorts of rocks. I have collections of rocks now, and it's pretty awesome, to be known for that. And in keeping with that, I thought that I had captured and caught just about every rock available and every rock possible, of all different shapes and sizes. However, as a result of today's little fishing expedition, which didn't result in very much fish, it did, however, result in an absolutely fantastic rock catch, which I will show you right now as we speak. Check that bad boy out. Dangling off my, I would say normal people would call it an anchor, but I'm going to call it a slow pitch jig. And there it is. And at this moment, I have no idea how I'm going to dehook this slow pitch jig from this massive rock. And let's not forget, I am traveling solo today. So not sure what to do yet. I may drop it down and wish upon a star that it's gonna let go, but I don't know. I can't really snag it with my gaff, I don't think, because it's gonna scratch the holy hell out of the boat. So I'm in quite a dilemma, as you can see. So at least I think I'm in sand. So I'm gonna try to drop it down, swing it around a little bit, and then maybe become loose. I don't know, beats me. What would you do if you were me? What would you do in this situation? I ask you. Whew, holy crap. All right, so here's what happened. Look at this. So I got the anchor up as close to the bow as I could. And then it's hanging there, as you saw. It's gotta be a 120-pound rock, probably. Grabbed the gaff, grabbed the rock underneath, lifted it up as much as I could, and then all of a sudden the anchor just slipped off of it and down it went. So I've released another rock. I could have kept that one. That was definitely in season and of size. But because of the fisherman that I am, I elected to let it go, to grow, and to maybe to come back on another day, but not on my anchor, please. So now my anchor is designated as a slow pitch jig from now on. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I can hook you up. I get you a discount for a beautiful slow pitch jig that you can hook right to the bow of your boat. You can pick up all sorts of good stuff. All right, I'm so glad I'm done. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this thing? So thank God it came out, and yeah, got a little work to do on my gaff, but it came out, and now I can head on back. So thanks a lot for following me today. Wasn't much of a fishing day, but it sure as heck was a rock day. All right, we're gonna head back. Thank you very much for following us and following this channel. We love you guys, big time. Well, how'd you do?
We got 8 mangroves.
Yeah, all right, good.
Up for dinner tonight, drink 2 beers. What about you?
So, same thing. I got some small mangroves, a couple of yellowtails, you know.
The reef?
Yeah, no, not even, just some patch reefs.
Patch reef?
Any old patch reef you find, just throw it in. And that's pretty cool. That's how that's done. So, always great to see subscribers out on the water, man. It's awesome, especially when they're catching fish. And yeah, so I'm heading back in. But it was a very interesting day, and tomorrow is another one. So we're gonna go head on back now. Thanks a lot for watching us. You guys are absolutely freaking awesome.